Hello, Otterbein residents, families, and friends. Kendra here with you today. I hope you're all doing well, first and foremost. It's not very warm outside, but it's definitely sunny today, which I can appreciate, and I'm sure all of you do as well. And I do want to say, I don't know about all of you, but I'm here today with a lot of confidence, feeling like I can say I see the light at the end of the tunnel of COVID-19. It's been a very long year, I know, for all of you, and again, all of our families and our partners and the friends of Otterbein. So as we've been rolling out the vaccine over approximately the last 6 weeks or so, we've really seen a change in our positive cases, a good change. They're trending down, which I'm thrilled about. So I want to just provide you today with a couple updates of where we are, specifically around the vaccine and a little bit on testing as well and opening up our campus even more than we already have. So first of all, for vaccines, we actually do have 4 vaccination clinics left with Walgreens, but what I want all of you to really focus on is that of independent living court residents. So when I say we have 4 vaccines, that includes we have a vaccine again for more partners to be vaccinated and a few that we might have missed along the way. But our next big vaccination clinic is next Wednesday, February the 10th. For many of you who live out in our courts or our patio homes, this will be your second shot. This will be your booster and your final one of the Pfizer vaccine. I am thrilled with the turnout we had of our first vaccination clinic, and I know several of you who maybe were out of town or were a little skeptical of the vaccine when we did the first dose have changed your mind and stepped up and said, you know what, I'm not going to wait, I'm going to get that vaccine. So I'm thrilled with that. So again, next Wednesday, February 10th, we will be doing our second clinic for our independent living court and patio home residents. You will see additional written information coming from me on this by the end of the week. But please know it will be running almost exactly like our first clinic. It will be by court. The court times have not changed. We do ask that you do not come any more than 30 minutes before your assigned time. And please know, I think it went tremendously well the first time, and that's my hope, of course, for next week as well. The only thing I will add is you don't need to reach out to me if you're getting your second dose. My social worker, Sandy Balanik, and our independent living director, Sue Susskind, have been making calls to those who maybe said no the first time. So again, that's why I know some of you have flipped to yes, but if you have any questions, they can answer those at that time as well. The only thing you may want to reach out to me about is if during the first vaccination clinic, you didn't receive get transportation and you need it this go around, please call me and let me know that. Or actually vice versa. If we did come and pick you up to bring you up to Campus Center and you don't need transportation next week, you can let me know that as well. So very exciting times. We're close to 90% of all of our independent living residents being vaccinated. We're well into the 90s for our assisted living residents as well as our healthcare residents, and they're pretty much complete with their second dose. So again, we're thrilled with that news. Staying on vaccinations, I want to give you a quick partner update. So we have, so far we've had 2 vaccination clinics for our partners. And as of now, we are sitting just over 70% of partners who have been vaccinated. Of course, I'm very pleased with that. That's a little bit higher than we've been seeing communities very similar to ours. But also know, in my opinion, it's not good enough. We want every partner to be vaccinated. What I do want you to know, though, we are not mandating this. We are just highly encouraging our partners to receive the vaccine, trying to answer any questions they may have, any concerns they may have, and why it's so important that they receive the vaccine and we can, again, go back to the community that we know and love pre-COVID. So that's kind of the vaccine update, just encouraging everybody to get that shot of hope. What I do want you also to know regarding testing, we are continuing to test. And again, you may be asking, well, why if I'm fully vaccinated and I'm 14 days out from my second dose? Well, that's just because those protocols are still in place by the CDC, federal and state guidelines that we continue to follow. We do anticipate that that will change, but there's really no timeline on that. So our independent living residents who live in a congregate setting, even if you are fully vaccinated, you will still be tested once a month. Those residents who live out in the courts, it of course is completely optional, up to you if you would like to be tested. You just need to reach out to the clinic and set up an appointment to do that. As for our partners, if they too are fully vaccinated, and as I mentioned, we're about just over 70% of our partners as of today, and hope that grows. They too will be tested twice a week, which is still what we're required to do. Now, again, that's if they're fully vaccinated. What I want you to know, any partner effective now, if they have not received the vaccine or choose not to receive the vaccine, they are tested before every shift they work. So obviously we hope it's a negative result, but if it's not, then they are of course immediately sent home and they go to our COVID counselor for direction after that. So several of our PPE, protective equipment guidelines are still in place. Let's see here. I do want you to know that one big thing I want to talk about next is opening. I've had lots of questions from family and residents about, okay, well, now that you started to vaccinate everyone, when will you be opening? What does that look like? When can I see my loved one besides through a window or a screen? So remember, at least as of today, when I record this, Warren County is still in the red. So healthcare, we're still not able to have indoor visits. But as I mentioned, cases not just here at Otterbein, but across the county and the state do appear to be trending down. And we, of course, hope that continues. So once we get the go-ahead to open up, we'll be ready. We're going to put a very fine-tuned plan in place. We will do it safely with protocols again, in place, but once we get that go-ahead, we will move in that direction. One area that will happen before healthcare is assisted living. It's just not quite mandated or under the same restrictions as healthcare. So we do look to open up assisted living indoor visits this month, the month of February. I do not have a firm date for you at this time. I have met with the team starting this week to again outline what that looks like. It will be by appointment. Please know that. And there will be some restrictions and guidelines to follow, but I will have all of that outlined for, again, all of our residents, all of our family members, all of our friends and partners, so they know exactly what that looks like. So again, exciting times. We also, anticipate bringing back more activities and programs, again, to bring back the engagement. As always, doing it safely as we can, but I do anticipate seeing that tick up as well, and just, everything from dining, like I said, and also to programming. As always, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me or anyone on my leadership team. You can call me, you can email me, you can flag me down if you happen to see me. But I look forward, again, to us getting back to normal and the fun and engagement that we know here at Otterbein, Lebanon. So many of you I will see next Wednesday. To everyone else, I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you soon.